Hi, welcome to this segment of Cooking with Chef David. Today we're going to take a trip to Japan. We're going to have the Japanese squid, and then we're going to do a little bit of stir-fry Thai style. This segment is dedicated to James Hobner, Chicago, Illinois, who passed this week, a dear friend of mine. So we're going to make him a really nice dish and hope he takes a good look at this and he enjoys it. Let's get started out with our marinade. Our marinade is very simple. It consists of sake wine, and I really don't measure it because, you know, in a lot of my cooking I just measure with my eyes. So I better get a recipe because I know people want recipes. We got sake wine. We're going to use the Kinkelman low sodium soy sauce. Just get some of that in there to flavor the wine up a little bit. That's going to give you the salt, and that's going to give you the flavor of what we want to put in there. We'll taste it in a minute. This component is very important. This is a rice sweetener, Amir. What it does is it's going to make the squid caramelize and give it a little bit of a sweetness to it. So I'm just going to go like this, and I think that's pretty good. One of the components we want to put in here is lots of ginger. Ginger is one of the main flavors we're going to put in here. So we're going to go ahead and just chop some ginger up. And I meant a lot of ginger. You can never have too much ginger, so if you're ever doing this recipe, you don't want how much to put in there, just put it in there. It's all chopped up, we'll get that in there. You see, I don't have much juice in there, and I really want to go with some more soy sauce because the soy sauce really gives it the flavor. This is a dish that's marinated, and you're not going to put no more seasoning other than what I have right here. This is it right there. Now, the fun part. These are Japanese squid from Japan. And what you do is you take and you just hold the body and you pull out the cavity like so. Now you have the eyes and you have the mouth. So the best thing I like to do is come underneath it and make an incision. There's the beak right here. And look at that's the choppers right there. There's the actual tooth, or whatever we call it right there, that actually bites down. We take the eyes out. And the eye sockets have a little cartilage. There's a little cartilage here. We're just going to remove that. Take the legs and put them in the marinade, like so. This is the part I really don't like to do. You got to reach in here now and pull out all the insides, which can be a little messy. Pull it out. So what we're doing here is we're going to bring it inside out, and we're going to get all this insides out. It is a tedious job to do. No other way of doing it. Almost like a sock. So we wring it out inside out. What we're going to do is we're going to cut all these tendons off here. Get all that off, because it's just something you don't want to eat. I mean, if you don't get it all off, it doesn't matter. But you get it all off. It's just a little bit of tendon. It's all clean. We're going to get in the marinade, and we're going to get that ginger inside. Just put the ginger right inside there. That's so it gives it the flavor. This recipe is taken from my teacher, Noi, Chef Noi, and she was from Thailand. She's one of my teachers. Okay, we're gonna let that marinade. I'm gonna go ahead and prep this up, and then we're gonna get ready to cook it. This here is actually what's considered the spine of this animal. Just a piece of cartilage is all it is, but that's their spine, believe it or not. So now we have them marinated, and usually what we're going to do is put the ones we don't use in Tupperware, and we're going to put them in the cooler or in the freezer. Right now I'm going to set this to the side, and we're going to do our stir fry. So now the squid's going to marinate, and we're going to go on to our next dish. We're going to go on to our stir fry. Of course, I use my 80-20 oil, a little oil in the pan. We're going to cook the vegetables that take the longest. This is just a real easy stir-fry dish. So we started with our onions. We work a little bit of our onions in there. I get our pea pods in there, our snap peas. I'm sorry. We want to keep everything al dente. This is my garlic infused oil. And if you see my last show, this is the same garlic. We're gonna put a little sugar in here, so the sugar takes the bitterness off the dish. I'm gonna use a little bit of cilantro paste. I never have cilantro in my house. So we're just gonna work like that for a minute and we'll be right back. So now we got our vegetables to cook and we're gonna put the rest of our peas. We got our peas and carrots. We'll put our egg in there. And that looks really good already, doesn't it? What I'm gonna work with is, you know, I like to have a little bit of sweet soy sauce. Just a little bit, not too much. And remember, the rice is gonna pick up the flavor, so don't think I'm putting a lot. I like my mushroom soy. And then I'm gonna go with my oyster sauce, which you can see is pretty thick. All three are from Thailand. So this dish is Thai. Remember, I like to always marry my dishes. So we're gonna marry the Thai with the Japanese. Hopefully they won't get divorced. Okay, let's let this work and we'll be right back. So we have all our soy sauce. I'm just gonna go ahead and give a little bit of pepper in there. And then the rice again is always gotta be cold. Put the cold rice in there. And we're just gonna work this and cook this for a while. And take a look at it in just a moment. So now we're done with this. We're gonna put this in a bowl. And then we're gonna start our squid. So there's our Asian rice. And that'll stay hot for a while. So let's go ahead and take a break and then we'll go ahead and do our squid. So with this recipe, what we do is we can't eat them all at once, so we're gonna store them. So we're gonna put them in the Tupperware. And don't forget to put some legs in there, because you'll go and eat this and you'll wonder, hey, what happened to the legs? Pour the juice on top. Make sure you get all that ginger in there too, I mean, because we're not gonna use it no more, so you might as well put it all in there. And actually, this is a marinade that keeps on marinating even when it's frozen. Put the lid on it like so, and it's ready for freezing. I have to clean my freezer out, so we're gonna go ahead and cook it. But first, take a little sip of some sake. Sake makes it good. Salabica. Little oil in there. Make sure you get all that ginger out there. Now this one's really cool is this should turn, if I did it right, it should turn dark. It tubes up like a tube. On my other video, I told you guys about not using metal Teflon. I don't have anything else to use, so just be careful not to touch your pan. But just go ahead and cook it, and we want to just move it around. It's a dish that has to be cooked for a while. The legs, of course, see how they turn dark like that? They're going to turn a little bit darker. I'll be honest with you, this dish should be marinated for 48 hours. What it does is the wine breaks down the tissue. I don't normally do this, but the reason why I cut that is because this will cook a lot easier laying flat, and I can work with this here. Very nutritious meal. See how it turns into a tube? As the heat will pull it down and change the structure. And then we'll come right back to it. So what I'm doing is I'm just cooking this on all the sides so that I get it cooked through all the way. These guys, they got caramelized and they took a little bit of caramel flavor over there. Get it just a little bit longer to cook. What you're looking at is the color is the mirror sweetener. So there's the leg. We're gonna cook this a little bit longer and then we're gonna finish it up. We're gonna plate it. So what we're doing here is taking very much caution to roll it and cook it in all sides. It's kind of hard because it turns into like a tube. So it doesn't want to stay on one side. But as you can see, we need to get the caramelization on the squid so get the flavor. So we got about another 2 minutes and that'll be done. So now that we got it all caramelized, you can see it's really got a nice color on it. The juices come out like that, that means it's done. We're gonna shut this off. I'm gonna set this on the stove. This is the stuff you gotta really be careful. You should measure it. If you know what you're doing with it. Sprinkle some of that in there. Don't inhale this because it's really strong. This is wasabi powder. And we're gonna add a little water to it. And then it'll turn green. It shows it. But you see how it really, there's a lot of starch in wasabi. So you gotta know what you're doing with it. I'm just gonna mix it up like so. Here's a tragic joke that somebody did to me in my younger days. He told me to taste the guacamole. He said, here, taste this guacamole. Taste that much wasabi in your mouth, you're gonna regret it. So don't play jokes like that on people when it comes to things like wasabi. Wasabi is very strong, and some people like it, some people don't. Mostly, a lot of people don't like it because it's very strong. What is wasabi? It's Japanese horseradish. So you see how, then what happens is, we're just gonna set this to the side and let it get the moisture. It'll pick up the moisture to get even, see how smooth it is? Watch how thick it gets now. Now, let's put this dish together. Here's a seaweed salad. This tastes right. I don't know, it's a different kind of salad. It's super salty. I'm sorry to say that. It's pure salt. I don't know how they would imagine to eat that. Let me take a break and rinse it off. Let's mix a little oil with it. This character, I just wanted it to be on the plate as part of my dish. I wanted it just to go like that. That's some strong seaweed, look at that. It's like a rope. Now we're gonna take some pickled ginger and add that next to it, like so. Soy sauce to dip as a dip. And as far as this goes, I don't know where to put it. We'll put it in the corner here so it stands by itself. It's like an outcast. It's there, but nobody wants to talk to it. And cut our squid and cut them in little rings like so. I try it out just to see if it's ready. Let me see how it is. It needs to be marinated more. It didn't take the flavor like I wanted it to. So I'm gonna add some flavor to it. Take the legs. Otherwise people will fight over them. Imagine going to jail for fighting over a squid. And there you have it. You have a Japanese squid. Let's put it on the table so. And there you have it. An appetizer and a side dish from Japan. This is Chef Dave saying, if you're gonna cook, cook good. I'll see you next time. Thank you.